What is up, collector crew? Shiny Collector here. I just finished my first Pokewalker hunt yesterday. And so today, it's September 20th, 2022, and I'm getting ready to go for the next one. I was looking at the areas and trying to decide which one I think had the coolest set of encounters. And I think I'm going to go for, man, I'm forgetting the name. I want to say Quiet Cave. It's Quiet something. Cave sounds about right. And this one takes a lot of watts to just unlock the area. So I'm honestly expecting that I won't unlock this for, my initial estimate was a year, but I'm thinking more like 6 months realistically. But man, we'll see how it goes. I'll be back with you once I do have the area unlocked on all 6 Pokewalkers. Hey there, so I want to explain a couple of things about the shiny hunt. First and foremost, Pokemon from the Pokewalker are naturally shiny locked, and I did need to remove the lock to shiny hunt this. There are 2 ways you can go about that, the first of which is using Action Replay, and the second is using custom firmware. Now, I did the prior, but I'll link resources to removing the shiny lock for this in the description. The second thing is that Quiet Cave, the route that I'm hunting on here, needs 100,000 watts to unlock, and you earn 1 watt per 20 steps. That means that this is expected to take 2 million steps to unlock this route to just start the shiny hunt. And I had 6 Pokewalkers, so I was expecting to do that on 6 games. But I was on the brink of a huge discovery. I think I just found a way on accident to make this setup go infinitely faster, about a 1/6 the amount of time. So Oliver MKP sent me a DM asking how I was able to send Pokemon from Pokewalkers all to one game in my Shiny Wailmer video. And so I told him that they can receive gifts from a Pokewalker that isn't hooked up to that game. You just can't transfer the main Pokemon, the one that you sent on a stroll. You can't transfer that back, but you can receive gifts. So I told him that you could do that, and I said, honestly, there may be a shortcut to connect multiple Pokewalkers to one game. Hey there, present day LJ here. So in hindsight, I explained the process a bit disorganized, so I decided to make this part to explain it better. Basically, Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver can receive gifts from any Pokewalker. Gifts includes Pokemon, items, and watts. By sending all watts to one game, I could unlock Quiet Cave in that game sooner. But the question was if I could pair multiple Pokewalkers to one game, and you kind of can. After you pair a Pokewalker to a game and set your Pokemon on a stroll, grab your second Pokewalker. Now, within the Pokewalker menu on your DS game, press L, X, and down, and connect your second Pokewalker to the DS. This unpairs your DS game from any Pokewalker and unpairs your Pokewalker from any DS game, and you get your Pokemon back from the stroll. Keep in mind, your first Pokewalker is still on its stroll, but now you can send your Pokemon back on a stroll to the second Pokewalker this time. You now have 2 Pokewalkers set up, and your Heart Gold or Soul Silver game can receive gifts from both. This can be repeated as many times as you'd like for as many Pokewalkers as you can afford. That should about sum it up, so now back to you, me. So you could have multiple Pokewalkers with only one game realistically, which is great if you only have 1 Heart Gold or Soul Silver. If you don't have 6 of them, and you want to multi-hunt, or multi-Pokewalker, at least for the one system hunt, it's so much more affordable than buying a lot of Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and it's so much more convenient, specifically if you're in an area that takes a lot of watts. So instead of having to get 100,000 watts on 6 games, being 600,000 total, I could just set up one game and then do that trick where I end up connecting all of my Pokewalkers to one game, and I could start the hunt after only setting one up. It's October 10th, right? I know I said the date in the last one. I don't remember when I started setting this up, but it is October 10th. I've still not gotten any games set up fully, but I have one game that's about halfway to the watts. Hopefully it works. If it does, then honestly, I might be able to get set up and started with that hunt probably within a month now. So that's really exciting, and I guess we'll see if I can get that done. Hey there, present day me again. So at that point, I did kind of stop filming vlog content for about a year. I don't really know why. I think I just lost a little bit of motivation for it, but the shortcut did help. I got set up for the shiny hunt and I was started on it I think before the end of that year even. When set up for the shiny hunt, my main targets were Munchlax and Spiritomb because they were the rare encounters for that area, where I had then Feebas as my kind of secondary target, where all three of them are Pokewalker exclusives across Heart Gold and Soul Silver, so I'd be stoked with any of them. I did take my Pokewalkers everywhere once they were set up though, such as the Pokemon Go Hoenn Tour in Las Vegas, the Mushroom Kingdom at Universal, back to Las Vegas to hang out with some friends for TwitchCon and some shiny hunting, and then on a half marathon. Hey, so I'm about to run a half marathon, mostly because I said I would. I'm not really excited or looking forward to it, but the Pokewalkers are gonna be eaten, so wish me luck. Let's see how this goes. All right, so I finished and I stopped and grabbed some food first, but that was terrible. I ran the first like 10 miles, had about a good 2 miles, a good 2 hour pace at that point. But then I rolled my ankle and had to kind of limp the last 3 miles, but got about 25,000 steps on the Pokewalker. At least we're gonna get some encounters today. Now granted that you can only get 3 encounters at a time before transferring, so it's only gonna be 3 encounters, but you bet they're all gonna be Munchlax, so we absolutely take that. Honestly though, it was pretty fun. Pokewalkers were a great excuse to do it. Would I do it again? No. Am I glad that I did it the once? Absolutely. And I got a cool medal. Alright, so I just finished catching all of my Pokemon and had an electrolyte to refuel, or at least most of it so far. But I do think it's time to transfer off and check all of these. Now, I'm really hoping that maybe running the extra miles is gonna give us some luck today. But again, if not, it was a great experience. Absolutely, you know, glad to be able to say that I've done a half marathon. Would I do it again? Honestly, I really don't know. Definitely not anytime soon at the least, and I would definitely plan more ahead next time. This one, it was honestly like a little bit last minute. I think my coworker told us about 3 weeks ahead of time. So I spent about a week practicing. Then I was in Vegas for a week with my friends. Go ahead and check out my IRL video for that to see how that went, all of the shinies that we found during that week. But needless to say, I was in Vegas, so I was not really exercising as much or eating as healthy, so I feel like a lot of my progress just kind of went down the drain there. We should have 3 Spiritomb, 18 Munchlax, and 3 Feebas, giving 24 total encounters for the day. So the rest of these are still, here we go, yeah, the first 3 Feebas from the day. Okay, thankfully not Feebas. Honestly, it'd still be really cool to get. It's still a Pokewalker exclusive, but I would definitely prefer Spiritomb or Munchlax. It looks like none there so far. We've got a few left to check, about 7 of them. Well, 6 after this one. Now, we've got 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Nothing there, but that's alright. A half marathon is a lot of miles to do in one go, but it's nothing compared to how many this hunt took in total. After running some numbers, I learned that this easily took over 1,000 miles between unlocking the course and finding the shiny, because 1 watt takes 20 steps and
a lot of boring math later.
So there you have it, easily over 1,000 miles. Then around this time, this shiny hunt suffered a huge loss. The action replay I was using so far for the hunt died. I'm not sure what happened, it just stopped working. This loss hit me pretty hard.
Are you all right, Colonel?
Yeah, I'm fine. Except, it's a terrible day for rain.
What do you mean? It's not raining.
Yes, it is.
Oh, so it is. Why don't we head back? It's getting chilly out here.
I looked up a few tutorials on how to fix it on YouTube, but let's just say they didn't quite work.
I think I may have found out a way to fix it. I'm going to show you how to do it. Alright, first things you'll need are an action replay, your hands, and a hammer. So what you do is you take the hammer You carefully position it. You have to feed it to hell.
So, since this didn't work, I did end up having to buy a new action replay, but then we were on our way back to the hunt in no time. After that, I took my Pokewalkers with me on so many more experiences, such as this tattoo shop in Boston when I went out for PAX East. We saw a horse fly, and I took them back to another Pokemon Go tour for Sinnoh this time. Alright, so we're here to check Spiritomb at the Temple of Sinnoh. Alright, well that's a normal one. Oh, there it is!
Yo! Whoa! Whoa! Oh my gosh!
I got a shiny Spiritomb from walking. That means I don't have to keep doing the hunt, right? But then it actually wasn't much longer before I finished the shiny hunt. So go ahead and lock in your guess which one I found. Was it Munchlax, Spiritomb, or Feebas? Lock your answer in the comments because the layout's about to give it away. So I'll go ahead, give you some time to do that right now. And moving on to the actual shiny reaction finally in 3, 2, 1. I, unfortunately, have a good feeling about tonight, which either means that I will get it or that I will be let down. So let's go ahead and do this. Ooh, that's a little loud. I should be fine. In short, I'm shiny hunting on the Pokewalker. You probably know that by this point in the video, but in case you didn't, that is what I'd be doing. My main targets are Munchlax or Spiritomb, but they take a little bit more steps to unlock in the day and then are also rarer. More rare? Grammar is important. So basically, a lot of my encounters end up being Feebas if I don't walk enough or if I just don't get lucky enough to actually find and catch those with my steps and watts that I've earned throughout the day. But I think over the last few days, I have, aside from today, I have actually found and caught and transferred a lot of Munchlax and Spiritomb. I don't think I've checked these since I want to say Sunday, maybe Monday or so. But it's been a few days because today is Thursday. I don't know why I'm talking so, like, presentationally. I'm just kind of feeling the vibes. Anyways, so I have transferred a lot throughout the most recent days. Today, aside, I think like 2 days ago, I only did like 10 or 15 or so. Today is only 27, which honestly, like for that to be an only is actually kind of crazy because I think like 25 is kind of my average for these a day. But yesterday I went insane and did like 60 plus encounters. Ew. Dropped one of them. And then, yeah, I think a couple days before that, so not 2 days ago, but the day before, I did like, I want to say 50 or so in a day. So between all of those, I probably have about 150 to 200 encounters or so, if I had to guess, to check here, because I don't check them every day. I don't always have time to like actually sit down and check them. Most of the times I just transfer off like during my lunch break at work or before going to the gym, or like, you know, maybe I've got family over, so like, well, I'll be hanging out with them in the evening and then I'll just catch and transfer at night before going to bed. So most of the time, most days, I don't have the time to sit down and actually go through, check, and then release all of them. But I kind of like that because it makes it more special when I do actually get the chance to go through them. Because I have a bigger bulk, like instead of, you know, if I were to just check today's, it's only 20 or so, I think 27 today, that I'm checking, versus I'm checking from a few days added up. So it ends up being like 150 to 200 encounters, and like, even though it's still, you know, they have the same chances to be shiny or not, I feel like if I'm checking in a bigger bulk, I have a bigger chance, and I'm able to see, like, you know, actually how much progress I'm making. So, anywho, that's kind of the long short of it. Main targets, again, are Munchlax or Spiritomb, but I'll also be absolutely stoked with the Feebas. All 3 of them are Pokewalker exclusive encounters. So really I can't complain if I find anything. I'll be so incredibly stoked, especially because I am nearing shiny odds. And as cool as it would be to get the first over odds Pokewalker shiny hunt, getting a shiny at any point from this hunt would be so absolutely awesome. Let's go ahead and take a look real quick at how many we have. So it looks like 5 whole boxes, so that's 150 plus 17, so 167 encounters. So I was actually pretty accurate with that 150 to 200 range. So without much delay, let's go ahead. I'll swap over to this screen so that in case there's a shiny, we won't see the nature. Let's go ahead and go through them. Like I said, I've got a good feeling. I don't know if it's just because I've done a lot of encounters the last couple days and I've been antsy to check them all. But I don't know, I've got a feeling. Also, let me actually check that first Feebas. See how many days worth of encounters it is here. But nothing in the first box, so it's currently the 11th. That's the 7th, so 4 days. That's not too bad, honestly. Actually, 160 for 4 days. That's averaging 40 a day. That's really good pace. Not bad at all. Can't complain with that. First box, nothing. Let's go ahead and get started on the second box here. Go ahead and go through these. And I'm mostly just looking in this little top right corner of the Pokemon's box there for a star. Oh, all Feebas in this box. Alright, I'm just going to hold down. We're just going to rapid check. Nothing. Okay. Oh, and I didn't swap over. Oops. Also, this would be 5 more encounters than it is, but my game froze while transferring them for 2 of the transfers yesterday. So that's kind of a bummer. I lost out on a Munchlax, a Spiritomb, and 3 Feebas. For sure they were all shiny. I guarantee it. Because that's just how it works, right? Alright, our last full box here. Let's see. Again, we could still have something in here. Who's to say? Or we could have something in that last half. Shiny Feebas! Shiny Feebas! Shiny Feebas! No, wait! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yo! Oh! Oh! No way! Bold! Oh! Oh my god, I actually did! I actually did! Oh! Oh my god! Okay, oh my god! Alright, we're just doing the last couple checks. Oh my god! Oh my god, I'm shaking. So it's not one that I just transferred off, but I transferred that off right before I went live on stream. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. So that actually was caught today then, the 11th. Oh my god. Dude, I know this seems overhyped and overplayed, but I've been hunting this thing for so long. Like, I started this pretty much as soon as I ended the last one, which was in October 2022. I started grinding for this one. Granted, there was a couple months break there, but this has been going on. Oh my god, I'm literally shaking so much. Oh my god, but this has been going on for about a year and a half then. Oh my god, how many, let me get the number of, oh my god. The boys in Discord ain't gonna believe this one. So I was at 7,504. Let me see. 7,504 plus 4 boxes, 30 each, 120. And then this is the 5th box. That's 5 full rows of 6. Nope, that's not quite. 30 minus 5, so plus 25. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So this was number 7,649, just under odds. I've been saying I'm either going to be the first person to get a second Pokewalker shiny in the world, or Dude, I'm literally shaking so hard. Or, oh my god. I'm going to be the first person to go over odds on a Pokewalker hunt. I'm literally going to cry. Oh my gosh. I didn't expect to get this excited. I've never cried for a shiny. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. I told you guys I had a good... I literally... Oh, brain not working. Anyways, we have normal Spearow and shiny Feebas. Oh my goodness. I also want to show you real quick. So because I get so many items from the Pokewalker, I am loaded with Stardust, Big Pearl, Nuggets, regular Pearls, all of those. This game was absolutely flat broke before because of... Let me save too. I actually was trying to show my trainer card. But yeah, this game... And I also have so many TMs. I want to say TM 10 I get from this area. But yeah, this game was absolutely flat broke before. Trainer card. Let's settle down. And now I have more money than I know what to do with. But yeah, due to like buying repels, Pokeballs, all of that. So Pokewalkers are just a get-rich-quick scheme. Dude, that's my second Pokewalker shiny. Both fish. Both purple fish. No flippin' way. No flippin' way. This is much like the Wailmer video. It's so much that I don't want to end it. Like, I don't want to end the video because there's just so much excitement. Normal Spearow, shiny Feebas. I think if I can evolve this into a Milotic, I think I'm going actually to evolve it just to have a little something extra to showcase. And shiny Milotic it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So I think that'll be worth showing off here. So yeah, I guess I'll do that, and I'll be back with the evolution to show that off. So it turns out that you can only evolve Feebas in Heart Gold and Soul Silver by talking to Gary's sister, I believe her name is Daisy, and giving your Feebas a massage. Now, 2 stipulations. 1, it takes 7 times to do this, and 2, you can only do it once per day between the hours of 3 to 4. So this will take a full week without using Clock Manip. I could do that, but I'd rather do this legit. So anyways, here we go with number 1. Okay, I'm here. It's day 7. Let's just get our last one for Feebas. Also, I'm recording this by hand because I figured I wouldn't be home for all of these, and honestly, I've missed like half of them. And had to, this is taking like a week and a half instead. But, yeah, there it is. That's number 7. I've been doing it by hand because this is my DS that I kind of take on the go. Little shiny collector lore. I actually bought this with my first ever paycheck. So whenever I play games on the go, this is the DS that I like to grab. But alright, back to the direct capture. Okay, so I've just leveled up Feebas, and if we did this right, it should be evolving. Awesome, cool. I wasn't 100% sure. I've never evolved a Feebas in this game before. Such a weird way to do it, too. Dude, shiny Milotic looks so good. Also, I just realized the antenna kind of look like a heart on it. Like, I don't know if it's that color on regular Milotic or not. I really can't remember right now. Or maybe it's just the shiny where the way that those are curled right now really make it look like a heart, and that is so nice. Let me swap that out front. Oh my gosh, that tail looks so much more gold than it did at first. let's check the summary screen too. That looks so freaking good. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna throw it out into battle, and then I actually do have 2 more things that I want to do with this. One is, I want to get the leaf crown on it, and then the others I want to get the legendary ribbon from beating Red. So, those last 2 things, and then we're done. Hey there, so I realized I should probably explain a little bit what the gold crown is, and how you get it. So in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, if you interact with your Pokemon on various routes, it'll sometimes hold a shiny leaf, and then once you get 5 of those, you take your Pokemon to Lyra, and she'll turn them into a gold crown that shows up on the Pokemon summary screen. I don't know why they did this, I don't think it does anything, but it's a cool little just bonus thing that you can do in these games exclusively. So I've always been a fan of this feature just because it's so random. But yeah, basically the list is determined based on your Pokemon's nature. Cerebi has a list for it, I'm pretty sure Bulbapedia probably does too. But you just interact with your Pokemon until eventually it pops up. So I'll show you guys what that looks like once I find the first one. I might cut here because it can sometimes take a while. Oh, is that it? I think that's it. Oh. There it is! The first shiny leaf. So that's what it looks like. A little exclamation mark. The Pokemon just kind of dances around. Music note. And then you attach the shiny leaf automatically. It can take a while. I think that was a good like 10 minutes. So just now it's time to do that about 4 more times. No way. No way. That's literally, I just flew to this route. I don't know if you have to change routes each time or not. But I just flew to this route, and that was the first interaction with it after the first shiny leaf. So that's actually crazy. So that's number 2 now. There it is, the 3rd leaf. Alright, only 2 more to go. Almost there. Oh. There it is. Shiny leaf number 4. That one took a bit of time too. But now there's only 1 more to go. There it is, number 5. I also want to show you, in case you ever lose count of how many shiny leaves you have on your Pokemon, if you go to the summary screen, right underneath it you can see all of them, and those match Shiny Milotic so phenomenally. But now we're off to Lyra, so that we can get a crown on it. Alright, so if you didn't know, she happens to live in this bottom house. And if you go upstairs, that's where you can find her. And so, if we talk to her, she checks the Pokemon we're walking around with. And there we go. She mentions the 5 shiny leaves, offers to turn them into a crown. And we get a cool little... I didn't even remember we got that. Oh, that's so cool. I fully forgot about that. I haven't gotten the shiny leaf crown on my Pokemon in so long. That's so cool. And what more befitting such a beautiful shiny like Milotic than this leaf crown? Alright, last thing to do is to get him a medal. So, I just made the big trek all the way to the top of Mount Silver, and Red isn't here. After a quick Google, I found out that I have to fight the Elite Four for him to show back up, so time to take on the Elite Four again. Well, that was easy. Alright, now we're back at the top of Mount Silver, and I'm probably not actually going to use Milotic in this fight, but it's here on the team with us, it's going to get that participation trophy, and that's all we need. There's one. That's a choice. I see what you're doing. No! That's 2. That's 3. We got 4. Right. Forgot about that part. That's number 5 down. And there it is, number 6. Easy peasy. And now with that, Melodic should have the legend ribbon, or legendary ribbon, something like that. Hey, that kind of sounds familiar. And here we are. Shiny Pokewalker Melodic with the shiny leaf crown. Oh, bottom screen. I was looking at the top one. There it is. And the legend ribbon. Oh, that is so cool. Thank you for coming along, for everyone that stuck with me for this victory lap of getting the crown and this ribbon on it. And thank you for everyone that watched this video. Honestly, I know that a lot of this part, kind of after the shiny, has been just shoehorned in here really, just as a little extra something to throw on for this momentous shiny. So it really does mean a lot for everybody that watched the reaction and has watched me do this little couple of extra victory laps to evolve it, get the crown, and the ribbon. This is definitely not going to be the last Pokewalker shiny I'll do. These are such a blast, and it really is something that's super easy to do just while going about my day, getting steps, and then just a couple of transfers in the afternoon. So even though this does take a lot of real-life time to pass before I get my encounters up, it really isn't that bad of a hunt. I definitely recommend doing it for yourself. I'll put resources in the description for anybody that wants to try that. But also feel free to ask any questions. I'm always here to help. Alright. And with that, I think we'll leave it off. So, thank you all so very much for watching. And until next time, keep it calm, cool, and collected.